Morning, Keith at Crypto Bullseye. And this one's going to be an update on Shiba Inu. And one thing that you taught me, guys, in yesterday's video is that you want to learn. This pulls on my heartstrings, guys, because that's all I want to do is to teach you guys. I don't want to be giving you calls. I want you to understand what the calls are yourself. I want us as a community to be able to collectively be able to build on the thesis to find out a higher probability of whether something's going to happen. So we've got Shiba Inu today, guys. The chart's just a bit scattergun at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to add in our trend lines. We'll add in our diagonal. We'll add in our horizontal. Simple, simple, simple. We're going to do it together. And then we're going to look at what needs to happen next for Shiba to get that big break that's come in. Right, and we got Shiba Inu currently trading at 0. Load of noughts, 0.0000154. So how do we know that it's fair value, and how do we understand how you can get an advantage? And for any of you guys that are following along with me on a chart, pausing this video and looking at exactly what I'm doing and replicating that, heart goes out to you, because ultimately, guys, my goal is for each and every single one of you in the community to be able to understand what's fair value on a price chart and then come collectively to the community so we can discuss it together. Because the more eyes that are on something, the higher the probability is of the move playing out. So it is better together, guys. It's better together. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this looks algo, get rid of the moving averages. We'll bring them back in later, actually. So remember what I said yesterday, support and resistance, guys. Structure is king for me. Once we identify where the structure is, the resistance and the support, we can then build in different analysis. We can build in candlestick patterns. We can build in indicators. We can add all this thesis. But the first thing that we need to be thinking about is, where is the main area of structure? So remember what we do, guys. Fixed range volume profile. We can go all the way from the top here, including the bear market low, including where price action is now. And you can see, look at that, guys, look at that. The area of most traded volume on Shiba Inu right now, out of this whole range, going back all the way since May 2021, we're at there now, guys. So this is what's caught my eye in the morning. We're back at the fair value range. When you're above it, you're bullish. When you're below it, you're bearish. This is the strongest area of volume out of this whole period here, guys, in 5 years, 4 years. So that's the first thing that's made me interested. Fixed range volume profile. We're pretty much there now, guys. This is sitting at 0.001033. So as far as where price action is concerned, let's measure that. To the downside, you've got 10%. So you've got 10% to the downside. Right, okay, there's their first area of support. That's our first band of support. Let's build this in properly. Where's the next band of support? Remember, the more touches, the more sticking points, the higher the support, the more chance it's likely to get a reaction going forward. So we look down and you can see that this is a big area down here, guys. How can we tell that this is a big area? Remember, we use our volume spikes. This is a fixed range volume profile. That's the second biggest volume spike. This is the biggest spike where we're at now. And that's what brought me to my attention this morning. Then it gets lower, then it gets lower, then it gets lower. So you've got a bit of resistance here, guys, to get through. We can stick that on there. Got a bit of resistance here. That's going to be a strong area. Now, it is about a probabilities game. How can you take advantage of this? You're at the bottom now, the biggest fair value range in 4 years, from the top bottom of this range to the top of this range, 142%. So that's skipping out this big one. That's skipping out this one. That's skipping out the breaches where the price actions breach the top of this, because this is the area where price sticks. So you've got 142% from the bottom to the top. That's the first thing that's exciting me. The second thing is this, guys. Get rid of this. Second thing is this, the wedge. So we've got a diagonal wedge that's playing out here. And look, there's the first touch, there's the second touch, there's the third touch. Now, the reason why this excites me, guys, is because this is a long range. This is a long trading pattern, and this long trading pattern has actually held for a long period of time. Now, we looked at the XRP chart, guys, and go back and watch my XRP videos before this break happened, because literally 2 days before the breakout, I'd said that this was the biggest trading pattern within the whole of the crypto market over the longest time period. And once we get a break, it's going to be the biggest break in XRP's history. And that's exactly what happened a couple of days later, guys. This is the wedge that I'm talking about. That's the wedge that I'm talking about. So this was such a long accumulative range. It was such a long accumulative range. When it had to break out, that was just going to break out with such velocity. And in fact, how big was that break? We were accumulating down here, guys. You can see this little dot here. We're accumulating down here from the break to the top. XRP, 584%, guys. That's a blue chip. 584% on a blue chip in one swing. So that, guys, is similar to what's happening here on Shiba. And I'm not saying Shiba's better than XRP. I'm just saying that this is in a trading pattern. And once we've hit fair value once we get a break, and once we break above 0.000256 look at the resistance going down, guys. Down, 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 down. What does that mean? What does that actually mean? That means less sell orders, less sell orders, less sell orders, less sell orders. What happens when there's less sell orders? The bulls have got control. Bam, there's your resistance. Bam, higher low. Bam, straight through. That's exactly what happens when resistance gets weaker. So that's why I'm looking at Shiba Inu today, guys. And for me, the current price now, 0.0001154, 1155, looks good to me, guys. That looks good to me. Once you get the break, that is going to be a volatile break. It's going to be a big swing. So accumulating at this fair value point. And remember, out of the whole of the 5-year range, this area, guys, it's only been come back to this area a couple of times whilst we're above there once, twice, 3, 4 times. You don't get many opportunities. That goes back to May 2021, guys. So 4 years, you've had that many opportunities. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at the 4th time now, guys. How do we know that the next one's not going to be the break? We don't understand that. So that's why I've brought that to your attention, guys. Shiba Inu looks good to me. Let me just bring up something, which is, of course, the moving averages, because they tell us resistance stories as well. So if we bring up the moving averages, you've got your moving average down here, guys. So the sloping down, the sloping down, the sloping down. The one good thing about this is they're starting to bulk together now. So when they're bulked together, it does create a big resistance barrier. But when you break through all of them, that means that you're above all the moving averages. The moving averages start curving upwards, and then the traffic light system that we talk about will start coming into play. So that looks good for me. I mean, one thing that you can do, guys, if you're actually trading this, it's looking like it's about to break now. Waiting for the break, investing at this level here has paid off because it's only happened once. Go back, it's only happened, didn't even happen here, guys. So when you actually look at this, the biggest area of trade and volume, this didn't hit, this didn't hit, this didn't hit once, twice. You've got 2 touches, guys, in 4 years. So for traders, waiting for the break. For investors, that looks good to me on Shiba Inu. If you did enjoy this video, guys, I'm going to be doing short and snappy videos of some cryptocurrencies today, but I'm going to be picking them myself today. I'm going to be looking through the charts. I'm going to be finding out the ones that I think that are going to rally, and then I'm going to be showing them to you. So let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next. Get yourself in the Discord group, guys. This is where the magic happens, and I'll see you in the next one.